Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Okay, let's have a look. Doing a quick review of the precious Matilda. See if this deal is worth it. So you get the tank and 30 days premium. Okay, £7.75 or €9.95, almost a 40% reduction. Let's have a look at the vehicle itself. So let's compare it. What should we compare it to? Well, let's actually compare it to the Matilda Black Prince, which is another one which I'm just about to do a review on. So, like for like, let's see what we get. So, between the vehicles, this has got 1800 DPM, so it's down by 150. Damage per shot, it's got a bigger alpha, which is quite nice. Penetration, 86 instead of 110. When you're dealing with tier 5s regularly, tier 6s, it's one of those tanks that you find difficulty penetrating things. The Matilda can pen. This, let's check it out, the APCR, 102, even with using spamming premium, the penetration isn't very good. Reload time, fast reload time for a this bigger gun, but what you're looking for, 76mm gun on the Matilda. It's a tier 4 tank in a tier 5 guise. Aim time, pretty good. Dispersion, the same as the Black Prince, nice. Let's have a look. So, like I said, 76mm. Shell velocity, it's down, so you've got to lead the enemy quite considerably. So it doesn't pen. You've got extra lead time, so it's not as accurate, even though it's got a good aim time. Shell capacity, 60, so you can do a lot more damage than the Black Prince over time if you can hit and pen. Top speed, 25 instead of 22, so it's buffed slightly over the Black Prince. Horsepower per ton, it's a nice addition, so 10.09, it's better than the Black Prince, but it's a slouch on the battlefield. Terrain resistance, slightly worse on hard, but you can still scoot round enough. Slightly better, but still not very good. Gun elevation, this is pretty healthy at 25 degrees. Gun depression, now this is exceptional, 14 degrees. You don't normally get such good gun depression, so you can work ridges. So now you can see where this has got its place. It's very good at working ridges, either up or down slopes, with the 25 and the 14. So you can hide the tank, use the armour, and basically just hide from what you're facing. And then aim, fire, quick aim time, pull back, fire again. So you've got that time in between, 3 to 4 seconds, which you pull back, reload, roll forward, fire again. Armour, basically it's identical, apart from actually the Black Prince is slightly weaker on the turret, which is nice to see. Engine is more able to take more damage. The tracks regenerate slightly slower. Track health is the same. Ammo rack is slightly worse, so you're more likely to get ammo racked. So view range is identical. Chance of fire identical. Let's have a look at the armour itself. Okay, hybrid. Right, basically it's a Matilda. You know the armour, I know the armour. Let's have a look from the front. 75mm there, up around the turret. If you're poking over the ridge, this is how you need to be doing it. Straight over, firing, using that 14 degrees, which then suddenly turns this into something more useful. But you need to be able to use the ridges. You can take some shots, basically just fire straight at them over a ridge. This is the ridge line. You can poke over. They can't. They can't hit the lower hull, which is fairly weak. So what you want to do is turn your tracks, turn the side, fire over, and fire at them like this. So this is what they'll be facing. So from here, 110mm, going up to, you talk about 130, 140. Small shots in between can actually get through. So 90 to 100mm if they get into these small areas. But the rest of it is pretty solid. If they hit you here, then it's a bounce. The sides, you could potentially pull a bounce, but at this level, you can't guarantee it. But if they shoot for the centre, you've got a chance of ricocheting over the top as you're pulling back. So you saw 230mm, yep, no worries. The cupola at the top, 77mm equivalent, very nice because there's slight angling on it. So that's what you need to do, work ridges, pull back. It's not a good tank. You've got the issue with the gun depression being the only thing that's really working for it. The gun itself isn't as good as you really want at a tier 5, 6, and possibly tier 7 tanks. You know, you can see tier 7. It's a pain. It's really not what you want to be seeing. So let's have an actual look at the tank. So this is what it looks like in the garage. It's a Matilda, but it's a tier 5, and you've got the 76mm instead of the standard gun that you'd get, which is, say, the punchy 2-pounder, which can give you 110 or 175 or 180, depending on what the buff is on it, which version, and that's what you're looking for. So I actually prefer that because it's faster firing, extra 150mm of pen, and it's tier 4. So you're a bruiser, whereas this has still got the same issues. It's slow, but the armour is less effective at the next tier. And you're up against the likes of these, you know, KV220. Sorry, it only sees tier 6, I was wrong. So let's have a look and see how I've actually done. So 166 games. I've really tried to get this tank working. And 45% win rate, got a mastery out of it, but only 364 average damage. You can see it's down. It's the worst. Let me check if there's any. Yep, it's the worst of all of the tier 5 premiums. Now, what can you say? No other tank at tier 5 on the premium line is as bad as this one. I think that sort of says it all. Let's have a look at the deal itself. Is it worth it? So, my precious Matilda, I've really tried 166 games, and, well, I would say don't waste your money. If you're not a collector, don't go for it. It's pants. It's big, baggy pants. Can't go anywhere. The armour sucks. The gun won't penetrate things. You're spamming premium, and it's costing you a fortune to get nowhere. So, no. Is this deal worth it? No, very, very big no. If you haven't got that already, no, just don't. All right. So this is the Matilda. It's not like I haven't tried to make it work. It just doesn't. Sadly, a tier 4 it would work, but tier 5, no, it doesn't. No, sadly. So you're basically paying £7.75 for 30 days of premium because after playing the tank for a bit, you won't want to. So you'll end up with having 30 days of premium for your money. Is that worth it? No. So sadly, it's a big fat no from me. So the Matilda in this configuration, no. Now, the Black Prince is a totally different proposition. We'll have a look at that next. So this is the Matilda. I'm the Gaming Bear. See you on the next one.